Hello, everybody. This is your daily real estate exam practice question. So, I'm going to give you an easy one, or what should be an easy one, because it's almost the weekend when I'm recording this, so I want to make it easy. So, you ready? The borrower in a mortgage loan transaction is known as the mortgagee, mortgagor, lienor, or trustee. So, let's knock two of these out right away. Lienor, okay? And here's the rule that I go by, okay? Some of your teachers might give you something else. OR gives, EE receives, okay? And I always think EE receives because there's more E's in receives than in gives. That's how I always remembered it. But again, your teachers might give you a different way to remember it. You might yourself know a different one. That's fine. I always like knowing that OR gives, EE receives, because then I can identify, okay, who is each of these people? So we know that it's going to be either a mortgage or a mortgagee, okay, based on the question. It's going to be a mortgage or a mortgagee, okay? And right now, what we have to do is we have to figure out, is the borrower giving the mortgage, or is the borrower receiving the mortgage? Okay. So that's what we really have to do. So we have to identify what a mortgage is and all that kind of stuff. However, let's talk about a lienor and a trustee, just so that we know why we're knocking them out. A lien or, so we said OR gives. A lien or gives or places a lien on a property. So that will be someone who is going to be placing that lien, whether it be a mortgage, mechanics, or other lien, okay, on the property. So the borrower is probably not going to be placing a lien on their own home, so they're definitely not going to be the lienor, okay? And a trustee, depending on how what the context of the trustee is, this could be a third party, a neutral third party in who is administering a trust for someone else on behalf of a trust. So we're gonna just say that's not it either, because again, we're not going to go into the minutia of those two because we got a lot to unpack with mortgagee and mortgagor. So is the borrower giving the mortgage or getting the mortgage? So we have to understand what the mortgage is. And this is where people get really confused, because real estate professionals use some slang terminology. Okay. When we're saying to someone, you need to go get a loan, we're telling them that you need to get a mortgage. Okay. And that's what they're doing. They're getting a mortgage. But what happens is are they technically getting a mortgage? No, they're getting a loan. Okay. So what happens is this: people misunderstand what the borrower is getting and what it's actually labeled as. Okay. So the borrower is getting a loan and they're giving a mortgage. They're giving a mortgage because the mortgage is actually, there's several things in a mortgage, in a mortgage loan process, that there's three instruments. Okay. One, the loan. Okay. The loan is the money. The buyer is getting the money. The borrower is getting the money. Okay. To then give to the seller. Okay. That is the consideration for the transaction, the real estate transaction. Now, what happens is the lender, in turn, is getting two things: a promissory note and also a mortgage. The mortgage is the instrument that actually allows the bank to place a lien on the property. So the mortgage is what actually puts the home up as collateral for repayment of the loan. The promissory note is basically a complicated IOU, which basically says how you're going to pay it back, at what time, all that kind of stuff. So the promissory note is a complicated IOU. The mortgage is the instrument that allows the lender to put the lien on the property to claim it as an asset at collateral for repayment of the loan that they just gave. So three separate things. So the money is not the mortgage. Repeat it after me. The money is not the mortgage. I'm going to erase some things because I want you to really get that in your head. Repeat after me. The money is not the mortgage. And what's funny is if you actually ask several real estate professionals right now what a mortgage is, they probably won't know either. It's concerning. However, again, it's because they don't really need to know that the minutia of that process to be successful what they do. They could be very good advocates for their clients and still not know what a mortgage is. But if you're taking the test and you're listening to me, you're going to know exactly what a mortgage is. So the answer to this question is that the borrower does in fact give the mortgage, okay, to the lender. So the borrower is the mortgagor. OR gives, borrower is giving the mortgage. That's it for today, guys. Have a great one.